welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a cute angel out of the plastic Dollar Tree bells, Deco mesh, and an ornament. So stay tuned and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, let's get started. So first off, you're going to need a roll of Deco mesh from the Dollar Tree. Now, going through my stash, I had 2 rolls of this white mesh with the red metallic thread running through it. It's not enough for me to make a wreath, so I'm just going to use one of these rolls for this project. I'm going to throw that one in the floor. Okay, so whatever you want to use for a halo, I've got these little, oh my goodness, tinsel stems. These are pipe cleaners, people. These are just fabulous pipe cleaners. That's all they are. Tinsel stems from Dollar Tree, a pair of scissors, an ornament. This is what we're going to use for the angel's face, head, whatever you want to call it. So whatever color you want to use. These came from Dollar Tree as well. And I don't even know what color this is supposed to be. It looks like a champagne type color. And I thought that that would be good to use. You're also going to need one of these bell decorations, Dollar Tree as well. Now, hot glue gun as well. Now, looking at this, I know I want to take this off. And if we look at this little decoration here, this little ribbon, I think I want to leave that on because that's going to keep us from having to make a bow or something, some other decoration to stick on here later. So I think I'm going to use this. And, you know, I'm going to take the tag off right quick to make it easier to see. And if you see this decoration here, it's actually held on by a piece of wire. And this wire comes out the back, and these little trees are attached to it. Now, the Dollar Tree had many different styles, many different colors of these bells, but all of them, I noticed, had these little, I don't even know why you put that on a bell. Woo, it fell off. Had these little doohickeys stuck on it with wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the little trees off, and I'm going to unbend that wire a little bit, because I want to use this to attach the wings instead of hot glue or something where they might come off. I think I'm just going to use this wire. So let's leave that there. Now I want to take this thing off, and being Dollar Tree, I'm reasonably certain it's going to break pretty easily. There we go. All right, come on off. Let him go. Let him go. All right, now that we've broke that off, I'm going to go ahead and attach one of these ornaments that I want to use for the head. And I think I want to use this one right here. Oh, for heaven's sake. Come out. You're going to be turned into something pretty. Now come out. And I think what I want to do is, if we can take this off. I just popped the little end off. Oh, look at that. It looks kind of orange. I just popped the end off. And that is going to fit perfectly right down into the top of the bell. Did y'all hear that? I actually had to pop it in there. Just like that. Now, I also want to glue it, of course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a little bit of hot glue around this. And I'm just going to stick it back down into the bell. And then once this has set up, I'm just going to flip it over. Let's make sure the seam is running side to side so that doesn't show on the front. I'm going to flip it over, and then I'm also going to put some hot glue down in the center there to help hold that in place once this has set up. So I'm going to set that off to the side. Excuse me. I'm going to get the glue strings off of me. Now I'm going to work on the wings. And for that, I took the mesh. Oh, let go. I took the mesh and I cut 8 pieces that are 12 inches long. I'm sorry, not 10 inches, 12 inches. I cut 8 pieces that are 12 inches long. Now, this is where a clothespin is really going to come in handy. A hair clip, just something like that to hold your mesh for you. I'm going to take each piece and grab this corner here and this corner here and just pull it slightly like this, just to lengthen it out. Then you'll have a piece that looks something like this. Then I'm going to take the clothespin and just hold it like this. I'm going to do the same thing with this piece, like that, and clip it into my clothespin. You might need more than one clothespin because I don't know if that one, these are fairly small, I don't know if that one is going to hold all of these pieces of mesh. And I'm just going to do that with all of my pieces of mesh. Yes, I have more clothespins over here. Don't worry, I have more clothespins. I'm just going to do that with all of the pieces of mesh until I have all of them pulled apart. and clamps down in the center. So I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'm going to come back and I'll show you how we're going to assemble our little angel. Okay, so now I have all of my mesh cut and pulled apart. Now, I wanted big wings on my angel. If you don't want your angel's wings to be as big, then don't cut your pieces of mesh to 12 inches. You can cut them, you know, 10 inches, 8 inches, whatever. I just like big wings. So now what I'm going to do is just take all of my pieces of mesh out of the clothespins, just like that. These big puffy wings. Now later on when I get them attached, I'm going to go back and trim off all these little scraggly pieces. Don't worry about that. And here is our little body here with the head glued on. And now these two pieces of wire that are sticking out of the back, that's holding this little, what is that, a poinsettia. I'm just going to take the mesh, kind of try to find where the center is. And then I'm going to take that piece of wire back there and just twist around them, and that's going to hold it in place. And this is going to be kind of hard to do on camera. I may have to hold this in my lap right quick. Hang on a second. Just going to hold this in my lap right quick. And I'm just twisting this wire around. This is much easier doing it this way. Like this. Now see, I have the wire twisted around. Now I'm just going to go back and try to make my little wings take shape. This might take a moment. I know when I make the other Deco Mesh angels, it does take a moment to get everything kind of twisted around and held in place exactly how I want it. So, I won't do all of that on camera because I know that's going to be boring. And I'm going to get a pair of pliers, actually, I think, and I'm going to grab this wire, and I'm going to twist it really, really tightly. And the tighter that you can get that wire, the puffier and you know, more fluffy your wings are going to look. But before I do that, I want to put on its little halo. And that's why I have, oh Lord, I can't even get this thing open. There we are. That's why I have these. I'm going to make a halo. Now I need to find something. No, I don't need to find anything round. I can do it myself. I can do it! I'm just going to make a circle that's going to fit on top of the little ornament here, fit on top of the head. And I'm just going to give it a good twist, like this. And I think I want the halo to be sticking up in the air a little bit. So let's give this a really good twist to make sure it's not going to come apart. You see, I've got one end longer than the other. There's the little circle part. I'm going to take this in. I'm just going to bend it down. And in the back, once I decide where I want my wings and I get this tightened up, let's just bend this a little bit. I'm going to just take a little blob of hot glue and we'll put right here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Put that glue right there, and I'm going to stick the end of the pipe cleaner there and hold it and let that glue harden up. Then I will bend the halo over the top to get it into position. So let's let this glue set up. I'm going to tighten up this piece of wire with a pair of needle nose pliers, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what the little end project looks like. Okay, here we go. This is what it looks like. I really, really tightened down that wire in the back, and then I just fluffed the wings up, and there's our little halo up on top. This is what it looks like on the back. If you could see that wire right there, that is what the mesh is all wrapped up in. And then I just hot glued the pipe cleaner there, and then just brought it around and just bent it into place. And this is what I have. I really, really like it. This will also be a cute tree topper, like for a mini tree. But this is what down inside of it looks like. All I did was hold it upside down and just piped some hot glue down in there. Please be careful doing that because there's little holes around the top of the bell and you don't want the glue to run out. So just put a little bit of glue, let it sit, put a little bit more, let it sit until you're comfortable with the ornament on top being secure. Now I will just go back and I will trim off all these little extra fuzzies. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All these little frayed ends that comes with working with mesh. So there we are. Our Christmas Bell Deco Mesh Angel. I hope that you liked this. If you would, please give this video a thumbs up. Click subscribe, check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below, and I hope to see y'all next time. Bye-bye!